नमस्ते दोस्तों, आज की इस वीडियो में आपको मिलेंगे 5 बड़े अपडेट्स दुनिया भर से लेके इंडिया तक। ट्रंप के नए इमिग्रेशन और टैरिफ रूल्स, व्हाट्सएप और यूपीआई जैसे डेली यूज टेक टूल्स का क्रैश होना और थोड़ा क्रिकेट भी, सब कुछ इंग्लिश में, इजी वे में। पहले हम बात करेंगे ट्रंप के टेक टैरिफ्स की, जिससे आपके आईफोन्स और लैपटॉप्स महंगे हो सकते थे, लेकिन लास्ट मिनट पे क्या हुआ। फिर हम जाएंगे अमेरिका, जहां इमिग्रेशन रूल्स में एक बड़ा ट्विस्ट आया है। और इंडिया में क्या सीन है। व्हाट्सएप और यूपीआई ने सबको सदमा दे दिया अपने सडन क्रैशेस से। लेकिन चिंता मत करो, हम ये भी डिस्कस करेंगे कि आगे क्या होगा। तो चलो चालू करते हैं बिना किसी डिले के। Alright folks, let's talk about Trump and his love for tariffs. You know, those extra taxes he loves to slap on imports? Well, he recently announced a whopping 125% tariff on goods coming from China. And let me tell you, people were freaking out. Why? Because this included all our favorite tech toys, phones, laptops, those tiny little chips that make everything work. Imagine walking into an Apple store and seeing the price of an iPhone higher than your monthly rent. Tech companies were panicking, consumers were outraged, and Twitter was having a field day. It was chaos. But then, something surprising happened. Trump, in a move that shocked absolutely no one who's been paying attention, did a complete U-turn. He exempted phones, computers, and semiconductors from the tariffs. Can you hear the collective sigh of relief from Silicon Valley? Apple, Samsung, Micron, they all dodged a bullet this time. Now Trump says this whole tariff war is about reciprocity. If your country taxes our stuff, we'll tax yours right back, he says. But let's be real, this aggressive trade policy has consequences. It messes with the global supply chain, creates uncertainty, and could end up hurting everyone in the long run. The good news is, he seems to have realized that taxing essential electronics wouldn't have been a good look. But who knows how long this will last. This is Trump we're talking about, folks. The man changes his mind more often than I change my socks. Okay, let's move on to America, where Trump's immigration policies continue to make headlines. The latest twist in the tale? A new rule that requires foreign nationals staying in the US for more than 30 days to register with federal authorities. Think of it like a mandatory check-in system, but instead of a hotel lobby, it's the US government keeping tabs on you. And if you forget to check in, well, that's where things get interesting. You could be looking at hefty fines, jail time, or even deportation. That's right. Forget to fill out a form and you might find yourself on the next flight back home. So much for the land of the free, huh? The Trump administration says this move is all about cracking down on illegal immigration. They claim it will help them track who's coming and going and prevent people from overstaying their visas. But critics aren't convinced. They argue that this new rule is a violation of civil liberties and will create unnecessary fear and confusion among immigrants. Imagine being a tourist, enjoying your American adventure, only to realize you forgot to register, and now you're facing deportation. The debate is raging across the country. Some people believe this is a necessary step to protect national security, while others see it as an overreach of government power. Only time will tell what the long-term consequences of this policy will be, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Remember that feeling of panic when you realize you can't live without your phone? Well, millions of people got a taste of that when WhatsApp went down globally on April 12th. It was like the world's biggest group chat suddenly went silent. Messaging? Gone. Calling? Nope. Status updates? Vanished into the digital ether. People were left staring at their blank screens, wondering if their loved ones still remembered them. India, with its massive WhatsApp user base, felt the impact the most. Over 3,000 complaints flooded Down Detector, with 90% of users reporting problems sending messages. Imagine the chaos. Businesses were disrupted, families were disconnected, and those whose entire relationships were built on good morning texts were left wondering if it was really over. The silence from Meta, formerly Facebook because rebranding solves everything, was deafening. No official explanation, no timeline for a fix, just radio silence. Was it a server overload? A rogue intern messing with the code? A global conspiracy to force us all to talk to each other again? Whatever the reason, this outage was a stark reminder of just how dependent we've become on technology. It's all fun and games until you can't send that meme to your friend who's having a bad day. So next time you're tempted to complain about WhatsApp's privacy policies, just remember the alternative, a world without instant messaging. Scary, right? From one tech meltdown to another, let's talk about UPI, India's beloved digital payment system. This time it wasn't just about sending messages, it was about money, the lifeblood of any economy. Imagine this, you're at your favorite chai stall ready to pay for your morning cuppa, but UPI decides to take a nap. The transaction fails. Your money seems to have vanished into thin air. And the chaiwala is giving you the side eye. Not a good look, right? That's exactly what happened to countless Indians when UPI services went down. Users reported money being deducted from their accounts but not reaching the intended recipients. Panic ensued, as it always does when money is involved. The National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI, the brains behind UPI, blamed intermittent technical issues and assured everyone that they were working on a fix. But the damage was done. The outage affected a wide range of services, including popular apps like Paydem, Google Pay, and PhonePe. Now the good news is that the system recovered within a few hours. But this incident served as a wake-up call. India's digital infrastructure, while impressive, is not invincible. As we become increasingly reliant on these systems, it's crucial to ensure their robustness and resilience. So the next time you're about to make a UPI payment, just say a little prayer to the tech gods and hope for the best, and maybe keep some cash handy just in case. Alright folks, let's end on a lighter note with a quick update from the world of cricket. England pulled off a thrilling victory against the West Indies, with Ben Stokes smashing a brilliant 75 runs to seal the deal. The crowd went wild, the commentators lost their minds, and English cricket fans finally had something to celebrate. Meanwhile, Team India is busy preparing for the upcoming T20 World Cup. The training camp is in full swing in Bangalore, with players sweating it out under the watchful eyes of the coach and selectors. New combinations are being tested, strategies are being fine-tuned, and the pressure is building as the tournament draws closer. Will India be able to reclaim the trophy? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be an exciting ride. So there you have it, folks. A quick roundup of the latest news and events from around the world. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. तो दोस्तों, ये थी आज की बेड अपडेट्स, ट्रंप के टैरिफ और इमिग्रेशन रूल्स, व्हाट्सएप और यूपीआई आउटेज और क्रिकेट की लेटेस्ट खबरें। आपको सबसे शॉकिंग कौन सा लगा? कमेंट्स में जरूर बताना। अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो लाइक करो, शेयर करो और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना। ऐसे ही देश और दुनिया की न्यूज को सिंप्लीफाइड स्टाइल में लेकर आते रहेंगे। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए जय हिंद।